It's not really a diary. It's, gathering that, and then when I felt I knew a woman well enough, then I would write about her. I wanted to indicate that, because we were in that single cell, it would be surprising how did I get to know these stories at all. And that is what I've tried to explain in the section about how this book came to be written. That, it's when we went for mulaqat, or when we went to the courts, or when we went for canteen, or, to the hospital, or when we were queuing up to get the water, or, these were the occasions on which we would bump into these women and talk to them. So actually the sketches were written when I felt that I knew enough about a person, but it would happen over maybe many encounters with that person. Well, as a prisoner under the UAPA, we have restrictions on who can come and meet us. So it is only either our lawyers or blood relatives. They're very strict about that. So so for example, people from my union could not come. So it would be just lawyers and my daughter basically, because I don't have nobody else in my family really. So, but yeah, when we went to the court, many people would come to the court to meet us, but they would be restricted. They would not be allowed to address us, talk to us. They were kept at a distance. It really depended how strict the guard was. So sometimes, they would agree to allow them to buy us a cup of tea. Sometimes they would refuse even that. So that was one way. We actually got a remarkable number of letters and postcards in solidarity from all over the world. But we were not given most of them. I think most of them, because all letters which go to the jail are censored. So actually it takes about a week within the jail for those letters to be read and then passed on to us. And most of these, because they'd say, who are these people? Unknown people are writing to them. So in Yerawada, most of this, I hear that many people wrote to me on my birthday, but I never got those letters. But in Byculla, we were given those letters, and so that was a beautiful thing. And otherwise, of course, newspapers. I mean, we would have died without the newspapers. The subjects which I liked really, I mean, apart from mathematics, I also loved history, I loved literature, particularly history of the freedom struggle. I'm extremely interested in, and that passion remains with me. And I did read a lot. I was an avid reader. So yes, I think it was very important. My mother had a very important role in shaping me, and after that it was Niyogi who had a very important role in shaping me. So the rigorous science background the study which I did in IIT Kanpur for a mathematics degree, I think helped me in a way. Logic and law go well together. I became a lawyer only much later, at the age of 40 or so, and that was because my union needed a lawyer, and it's difficult for workers to afford a lawyer. So yeah, so that I think that helped me. But what helped me the most was being with people. I think what you learn from being there, from living with people, from struggling with people, it is when you try to change something that you understand most about it. So, that's when you really understand how things work. And so yeah, I think the theory was important, but the practice was far more important.